Welcome back, guys. Time to Forever back again with something a little different.
Different. We like different around here. So
Yep, and we love Bleach.
Bleach.
So, like you said, we ended 2 weeks ago. I think it was posted about 2 weeks ago now.
Almost.
We posted
As
the
of recording.
finale of Cour 2. So we said we give our thoughts over Cour 2 and then like Thousand Year Blood War overall, and then kind of our predictions and stuff for like Cour 3. So we're just gonna go through a couple things. Like I said, talk about Cour 2, our problems, maybe what we like best. So yeah, if y'all haven't already, go check out our Thousand Year Blood War reactions. Maybe you stumbled upon this video and you haven't seen our
Yeah,
reactions.
you should go check them out. Cause we are different around here. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
we appreciate the love in the comments. We do like, and we did it even before we were reacting. Like, we can't like just watch something. We're always gonna like talk and like theorize.
Especially if we don't know what's gonna happen. We always like are thinking ahead on like how the plot could go, how the story could go, trying to connect things before they connect. I don't know. It's just how we're wired, I guess.
Yeah, you probably you hate watching like a detective movie with any of us because we cannot.
We're just throwing out ideas during the movie.
So go check those out if you like to see people that we watch it and we really try to pick it apart. So go check those out. They're on the channel. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Let's get right into story.
Cour 2 story.
Cour 2 story. I said it coming more into play later. I think it was because it was called The Separation, and I feel like we got like one
We didn't
scene
get that much.
with like Ichigo, talking about and confronting Ishida. Even then, we didn't really get to see them talk. But I don't think that really hinges the story. That's just like the title of what it was. Because otherwise, I do think it was good. I loved Cour 1, like the storytelling in that, but we did talk about how that was more of kind of like a storytelling season.
Yeah, it was like to get us back into it.
Yeah.
It's like the start of a 1,000-year blood war. I mean, obviously you're gonna have without all the damage and stuff that ended with a good cliffhanger. You have the storytelling starting from where it left off, moving with our squad, going into what's actually about to like happen. And then you go into the Soul Society. We already know all of our characters. I'm not saying like that really doesn't do anything for Cour 2 because we still know them.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. It's just the continuation of it, and the startup, you could say, has a better story than like just fights
Yeah.
going back and forth. But that's still progression in the story. But like he said, separation. We didn't get that much of that.
Yeah.
Ichigo, Ishida, you got it. Obviously, Ichigo was how the story was. He was training. One. He was out of the story completely. Nobody knew what Ishida was doing. I mean, I don't know why they didn't just check up on him.
Well, not even like.
It's
well, even anybody that really like would talk about Ishida, like Inoue, Chad, I guess Urahara, weren't even there. They were still like they were in Huecomundo. I mean, Urahara ended up showing up, but like I can't see anybody besides like maybe even Ruki and Renji were gone. So no one really like knew Ishida like that to be like, where's he at?
Yeah, he is a Quincy, Like,
Yeah. So I don't know. No one was really like we didn't. But he was like, if anything, we saw Ishida way more this season because this was like a way more Quincy focused season. Because like you said, even if like we didn't, like we knew all of our like old cast, and stuff. This was like the Quincy season where we were introduced to like the Quincy.
Yeah, maybe that took a part in like. I still think the season was amazing.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah. We'll preface that.
You can't take away from what Cour 2 was, but like if you're comparing story wise, Cour 1, Cour 2, Cour 1 focuses on our main cast. That's who we know. Like I said, we know them the most. Them going through stuff, it's gonna be amazing. But us getting introduced to Quincy's, like off rip, like quick, while we're fighting, I wish we knew a little bit more about them. That's the only thing I would say, like on the Quincy side, is I wish I knew a lot more about them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we did get the bit that we did, like kind of like before like the action started, where like we got to see like how like the Fem Raiders like acted, and then like kind of how like they were kind of upset that Ishida kind of came in and now he's the successor. They weren't just kind of like enemies they threw at us. They were like they did give most of the important ones some. But yeah, I do agree with that.
And if they didn't and they left it out in the manga, y'all let us know. So we appreciate that always.
And like I said, Cour 1, I mean, I don't know. You just can't beat like I don't know. Either the Soul Society, like
story pound for pound is just like it's not there. It's still great. I'm gonna keep saying it. I still really loved Cour 2, but like Cour 1, all the moments, Yama's death.
Yama's death. Ichigo showing up.
That all happened in one episode. Byakuya's supposed death.
That was
had us on the edge of our seats, stuff like that, you know? Like, now we're getting information thrown at us, which is good for the story. That means Cour 3 might be more crazy, because we got to know them. We know what's going on, you know?
So we
can get some more crazy moments. So.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, either way, like he said, I agree. I did really like Cour 2. And the story not being like, it was like you said, it was more fighting based. They're two,
which I love.
They're telling two different types of stories. So I think it really comes down to what you're more into. I think if you really just like the fighting, you know, you probably like it more than just the slower pace, like more storytelling. Cour 1. Yeah, I think it was good though. I mean, obviously, like I liked it. We got to see some stuff we've been like waiting for since the beginning.
I'll say this: I take Shibuya over. JJK reference. I take Shibuya over the past arc just because the past arc is very small. It's a lot of emotion. It's supposed to be a lot of emotion. The Shibuya is a lot of fighting, but it has some emotion in there. So it's like, it just depends. Like you said, it depends. And I think with the build up to 1,000 Year Blood War, Bleach coming back, you know, all this stuff, for it to deliver how it did, it just like bumped it way up, you know? So it's like with the animation, movie quality. Like everything, like the storytelling, the fights, the moments, literally, it's just... Yeah, I mean... The build-up was crazy, and it delivered, so that's why it's like, you know? So we're expecting, and we got like... Yeah. I think it was very close.
100%. I mean, like even like the build-up of story of like us finally getting like his dad and his mom's, and like, you know, how Aizen played into that, like their backstory, that was like stuff that we've wanted to know forever. Even his, episode 1, his you know, it's like
inner beings,
like what happened. You know, it's all of that. Him finding out he's like a part Quincy too. It's insane, dude.
Just the twists and stuff.
I mean, like I said, it
not comparable. Like it's two different things.
Like I said, I can agree. Like I said, Ichigo's.
You can grade them separately, but like you can't compare them because they're both good for different reasons.
Yeah, 100%, for sure. Good. Emotion again. I think that kind of like also kind of plays in the story a bit of kind of like the things happen. Now again, I think you do have two different. Like I think Cour 1 gave me more of like the feels, like Yama's death, Ichigo facing against your watch. You know, the mom and dad's backstory. You know, Byakuya almost dying, and this one was like Kenpachi Bankai, Rukia Bankai, Renji coming out with a new Bankai. You know,
like you said. Like, two different things, but it's like however it was delivered. If it was delivered well, not well, they both were delivered well, but it's like two different emotions. You got like sadness and like the weight of like losing people, like head captain, and you got the excitement of Kenpachi, obviously doing what he does. Rukia, best girl Rukia, getting her Bankai finally. It's like two different comparable things, but I think Cour 2 delivered in that aspect. Like I said, I really do like fights, so I think it delivers for what it was supposed to deliver in. I think it was great.
Yeah, for sure. Like we said, like I think Cour 2 had hype. It had the hype. And Cour 1, like I said, it did have the hype, but you know that storytelling hit more. But like I said, I think emotion there, like, you know, I really that's what I say, at least when I like watch anime. Like I want it to make me feel something, whether it be excitement or emotion. I want it to honestly make me feel both.
Because that's when it, obviously anime in general, that's when it at its peak.
Yeah,
it feeds into the sadness, emotion, or whatever, then it goes into the excitement. That's when it's peak. So
yeah, and I think like you can't have emotion without like music.
Yeah, music also ties in with that, which obviously they brought back Aizen's theme. Some other music we haven't heard. They've literally been like renditioning like the same music, just twisting it a little bit. Like they brought Ichigo's theme back, Cour 1, stuff like that. It makes you feel like what we felt when we were trying to catch up in OG Bleach, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's one, I don't know, it's when they first showed Yama heating up in Cour 1, Soul Society. The trumpets and stuff, when they're like blaring. That's like one of the best like new OSTs that Bleach has added, And they did it in Cour 2 also. They did it when I think they were fighting the Quincy's in the beginning, and they started like they got their Bankais back when they had the little pills and whatever.
Yeah.
They started playing the music, and I was like, this is like reminding me of Cour 1. So that's like, you know, obviously it's there. Music with Bleach, it's gonna be there.
Yeah, I agree. I said I really enjoyed the song when Renji came and did his new Bankai, Rukia's Bankai.
Shinji's theme.
Shinji's theme.
Shinji's theme.
You can't hate on Shinji's theme. Shinji's theme is good.
That slap.
They do good, and I'm glad they came. Excuse me. They came with new music. You know, I'm glad. You know, but new music. But then what they have thrown in like old OSTs sometimes, like a little bit of a remix.
The slow beat one. Dun, dun. They brought the hollow music back.
Yeah, I think
they know what they're doing with music wise in Bleach.
Yeah, no, for sure. Parrot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Parrot, I think he's doing a real good job with the music. I think they've, I don't know, obviously music elevates what we're watching. If there any music, it would be like, what? I think music definitely has to be there, and I think it was there with Bleach.
It's always going to be there with Bleach. No denying that. So,
yeah.
That's the big one. Animation. So far, I really love JJK. It's my number one. But I think Bleach has better animation and music, especially with the renditions of season 2 of JJK. That little weird like piano like vibe song. They introduce songs I'm not really like with, but like Bleach, any song they bring, I'm here for.
Yeah.
So that also.
You're talking about the one like jazzy one that's just like.
Yeah, it's like that doesn't fit my JJK, you know, but it's fun.
Yeah.
But animation, obviously, like I said, movie quality from Cour 1, I think it's better than JJK. I think they're doing really amazing. So.
Yeah, I don't think there was any moments. I think like Renji's when he came in, he had a really good. I think he has some good animation, but I can't really. I think Cour 1 there was a lot of moments. You know, Unohana versus Kenpachi, Ichigo versus Yawatch. There's a couple others I can't remember, but I think the animation there was like amazing. I think Cour 1's animation was insane. I mean, obviously you have a lot of time to work on it. Cour 2. I can really only remember the Renji moment right now. Maybe some Hitagai stuff with Basby. But other
that looked insane. I think because a lot of y'all were like, the animation's gonna be an amazing step up from Cour 1. I think it was like right on par, maybe a little bit better in my opinion, just because like we do watch it on a TV. We don't watch it on our PCs or on our monitors unless we're editing the video, which. Watching it on my monitor and stuff like that while doing the video, it looks way better than what we actually get to witness. So when I say like in reactions, and this animation looks good, I'm seeing it on a TV. It translates to the PC and it's way better. So it's like, I don't know. I think it was a little bit better, not by much. It was almost damn near the same. But I think it did have those moments. Rukia, I think that was amazing. It had its scenes, Byakuya, petals flying. Kenpachi.
Yeah.
Obviously. I think when Squad Zero was fighting, I think the animation bumped up. Like the yellow lighting with Jugram.
Yeah.
And Kinrenji or whatever his name is. I think it had its moments. I think it was damn near tied with Cour 1, but I put it a little bit notch ahead just because of fights.
Yeah, I'd probably go opposite. I do think it could be tied, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably throw Cour 1 a little bit above it. But like I said, I do think if we didn't have to choose one or the other, I do think I could call it like it's the same. But and speaking of that, I've been meaning to ask in like videos that we had recorded. I know because I don't know if any of our like fans that like watch our reactions are any of these people. Let us know because I know y'all are like big Bleach fans. You know, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate the love. But I know there was some like not controversy, but I did hear stuff about like some Bleach fans. What is it? Just getting mad at the animators. I guess I don't know what it was for. If it was like because stuff wasn't adapted or because of like recap or stuff wasn't animated well. Maybe fill us a little bit more in on that because I know it was like a big thing because like obviously like I'm on like anime Twitter, and I kind of see like that stuff about like yeah, the animators kind of, I guess, being like harassed, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but I had seen it at least like more than like 3 times about a situation of like a Bleach like thread, kind of like talking about it or saying stuff about it. So let us know, because I mean, I don't think you can get. I don't know what they were getting mad about, but I don't think you can get mad at animators. It's definitely never the animators' fault.
Yeah.
It's the studio that. And it's sometimes
Climbing
up to the
that
studio.
position,
It's
sort
the
of.
people that like maybe own the studio that are like, you know, like they're actually maybe Shonen. I don't know if Shonen oversees Period, but like they're like, you have to get this out at this date and this date, because that's kind of like, again, my gripe with like, you know, there was like, that's why AOT switched up from Wit to Mappa, because they weren't gonna be able to put out a good product in that time, so they switched it over. So but obviously Period is still doing Bleach, but like, you can never remind the animators, because I'm sure that's why like we heard like the last episode was cut short because, you know, time constraints, and then like we had that week of recap
because production wasn't up to quality or whatever.
Yeah, and it's like,
For them, so.
it's like you can never remind the animators it's not their fault, but I did hear that like
A lot of people
there were
were
people
upset.
that were upset about the animation this season. But
I think it looked
that's what I'm
phenomenal.
saying. I don't think it looked bad, you know. So let us know anything about that. Other than that, because we think the animation was great.
Let me know what side you're on, because actually I want to know.
Because a lot of animes nowadays will have like their base animation, and then like you can tell when an episode was like
Turns up.
put more, yeah, and not even just
Like
like
One Piece.
yeah, not even just like a scene that turns up. It'll be like a whole episode, like, you know, like high priority episodes. I think Bleach keeps that same like. It doesn't even. There's not like a noticeable switch up. Like, it's just like when the characters are going off and the animation looks good, it's just the same style. Like, it doesn't switch up how the
It
style
switches up a
is.
little bit.
A little bit more of kind of just like stretchy. I feel like
More
like
fluid,
but like
cleaner.
I don't think it's like a drastic change. Like, there's a lot, like I think like Naruto has like a drastic change from its like really good animated moments, and where it's kind of just being like, you know, filler.
That's not bad though.
It's not
For having that animation, like base level, I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we think Bleach is good, so it was surprising to me when I heard that
They're tripping about that.
there were fans tripping. But let us know. Maybe I completely have information wrong, but I did see that multiple times.
I think, I'll say it again, I think the animation damn near the same, but I'll put it up a little bit more just because of the fights. The fights were crazy. Basby's flames were crazy. That's it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, best moments.
Best moments of Cour 2. Best moments of Cour 2.
It's a tough one because there's a lot of fights, obviously. So
I feel like we'll do top 3.
top 3 each.
We'll do top 3 together. And we can talk about it.
Rukia,
I think you got
top of the dome.
You think Rukia's top?
Top 3.
Like at the very top? Number 1?
It's debatable. To each their own. I always say that because obviously everybody has their own opinions.
I can
She's best girl.
Yo,
bro.
100%. She's best girl.
Bankai.
She's best girl.
She looked
got her
beautiful.
Bankai.
I'm gonna be honest. The Bankai, it wasn't like underselling. It was a big ass blast, and she couldn't really move after. It was amazing to see. We were waiting for her to get
she
one.
looks amazing.
Beautiful. So it's like, it does look really good, and like with Byakuya, it made it even better for me, which is crazy because y'all said Byakuya was supposed to die actually. So I wonder if she was. I want to know Kubo's like original story. Sort of how I want to know Gege's for DJK, because apparently there's changes that he made throughout this session or whatever.
Well, because I've talked to them about it before. I've seen like there's like stuff on Twitter that's like, if you could change one of these things in these animes, which one would you change? And like the one for Bleach is always like have like Byakuya die instead. And
It would have been bad, but it would have been good.
Because I think the way they had him go out with like Ethan talk with Ichigo, I think was perfect. So we love Byakuya, but it is like, man, I was like, if he was gonna go out, it's the best way for him to go out.
But then if she does get her Bankai moment, you know, will it be like, would it still have him like incorporated in it? You know,
Yeah.
Like maybe him as like I mean, they're already dead. I was gonna say like a ghost.
You always just have like flashbacks.
Yeah,
maybe
stuff like that.
I feel like you maybe could have flashbacks of like them training with it. You know, like him like trying to like push her for it. But then like that brings me to like, I do think the moment is up there. I do think maybe it could go at number 2.
That shit had me crying.
I just think Kenpachi's Bankai was
Shikai.
Shikai. was built up, and the fact that it is just a Shikai.
You said that in the other video too, I think.
What? That it was built up?
No, that it was a Bankai.
A Bankai?
I was like,
it might as well be.
I mean, it could cut anything. So.
I think that Shikai, literally from the first moment we see Kenpachi, where like he's not like. Imagine if this guy could use a Shikai.
Use his full strength. Period.
And that's like first time we ever saw him in Soul Society arc, and for hundreds of episodes later, we finally get to see his Shikai. And not even just the Shikai, his opponent was so cool. Like his opponent could have been
had
like,
powers, could have been crazy. Which it kind of two different spectrums. One raw strength, the other one broken ability.
Yeah.
But they were similar in character on how they were hindered, because obviously his imagination was hindered. He was a kid, first of all. He was in a cage, so like y'all let us know. So he didn't really have an imagination. The first opponent he came upon was Kenpachi, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But having Kenpachi, which has been hindered throughout the whole series, the bells, eye patch, doesn't use both hands, doesn't have a name for his weapon, you know, like all that. It's like he even hindered himself, we figured out. So it's like there were good opponents in that aspect, but it was a crazy fight. But I don't know if I would.
Oh, it's because it's not even just like that, because it's been long. We had he had the reveal of like Unohana being a Kenpachi, him having to fight Unohana to unlock this. I love that Yachiru was there. Yachiru was there to see him use it, because she's the one that's been with him forever, and he's like, I don't have a name. I swear he doesn't have a name. And like, I just love the cut shot to her looking at him after he uses the Shikai, because it's like. Yeah, she's like the one person that like that cares for him like more than because
I actually didn't even figure out what happened to her.
We did not at all. Or he's a guy. But
you're right.
That's
off topic.
But yeah, well, I said we don't have to come to a complete, but I would put that above. I was thinking Rukia's best girl, but I just think So
you think those are top two so far?
I think those are definitely top two. For Cour 2.
Moment for Cour 2 that I would say is a full moment. I really love Shinjumaru. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Design-wise, she's just amazing. Just raw, like, doesn't take shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she does what she wants. She doesn't care about you. That's also another thing that's really cool. Her having the 6 arms or whatever. Design, I already said that. But, like, her whole moment in the Squad Zero fight, I think was really good. She was, like, clutching up. She basically brought Tetsu, number 1 that Bakudo created, that dude. Basically brought him back to life. Ended up having a Bankai that y'all said wasn't in the manga. I think like that whole moment when she like weaved Uryu's like light Reagan or whatever, and then had on the umbrella.
That is clean.
I would put that as a moment in itself, just her popping up. So I don't know.
I feel like you could put like that whole original, like the whole like Squad Zero kind of like show off scene where they all kind of like they put the cage around them. She was doing her thing. The Hot Springs guy came and like, he was fighting Hoshwalt. He was like, oh, you blocked it? He was like, then like Zapakato creator coming in doing his thing. I think that whole like them being introduced, because we had no idea what their powers were and how if they could hang, and like they were strong. So I think that's good, but it's hard.
Then you had Komomura's moment. I think it falls short, or is damn near like 3rd on the list, because it is an amazing moment. He just turns into a wolf at the end.
My only gripe with it, you know it. I'm pretty sure I said it in the video if you've seen it. I just hate that it was used on Bambi. I wish he would.
He had more time.
Yeah, I wish he had more time. I wish he had at least been able to take out. Even if he had just took out
part of the writing,
if he had took out like 3 or 4,
that's the tragic part of it.
Yeah, I just wish like, because Komomura was like, we've been with him, we've followed his story, like of like being betrayed and like training his Bankai, wanting to get better since Yamamoto died. He like gave his life, and I feel like not that it was weightless, but it was just like I wish we got to see it more. I guess because I love Komomura. It's nothing against him. I just wish.
I think that moment was really good still, though, just because he has his moment, he walks. It's the tragedy of, like, I forgot what the specific thing is, but y'all said it down in the comments again. Thanks, because he was like, it's like Byakuya said to Rukia after she did her Bankai when he was walking away. He was like, a sword can't forgot the quote, but he said it, and he was talking about Komamura because he like cast all this stuff sideways, and then like you can bring back the Tosin stuff.
Yeah.
He did what Tosin did, which is also tragic because he's supposed to be like better than that, but he had to do what he had to do after his head captain died. Went through that. He even had his lieutenant come pick him up and was like, "Come on, Captain, we still gotta go."
Like
that moment was good.
Yeah, I like that.
That moment was good, and overall, like aspect, it was good. But like the actual fight, I think it was okay, and it did suck that he only got to shine against Bambietta.
Yeah, I say we can go separate. I think if I had to choose a top 3, I would probably go for Cour 2. I'd probably go Kenpachi's Bankai, Rukia's Bankai. Then I would say Squad Zero is first, like us like seeing Squad Zero's first like fight.
I'm be honest. Squad Zero was lit, but Tetsu and Shinjumaru, they were definitely the highlights. The other two were okay for me.
Shinjumaru was cool enough for her to like get shot into like my top 3 of like females.
That's great.
I just think she's insane. I just really liked her, and I'm glad she's the one that didn't kill herself.
But she's gonna die anyways. So.
Nah, bro, nah.
They are not
cool.
getting out of this.
Cool. What do you think? What would yours be?
That's tough. I even like the Baz be going off. Like I like them getting their Volstan dig all together. That was a clean moment at the end of the episode. That was a nice moment. I think the zombies also fall short. A little under Komamura's moment actually, because I think it was cool. They did my girl Bambietta wrong. Say it again. Fuck the Fem Raiders. But I think
seeing those old Arncar were pretty crazy though.
Oh, the zombies?
Like against
No,
the zombies?
I'm not saying the moment was bad.
Yeah, I was saying that was like the most like what the like that's crazy. That was like
That's a callback.
Yeah,
which
you
makes
would
the
miss
moment
it.
better.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I'd say Rukia's Bankai first. Just because we've been waiting for that forever. And obviously we kind of figured she had one. Or she was going to get one eventually. With Kenpachi, you also are like left with he might get one.
Yeah.
But we don't know. But obviously that was a really good moment too. So I'll put that on 2. So I'll switch your top 2. And the moment... The third moment. I'd say Squad Zero. Just because Shinjumaru, Otetsu.
Yeah.
Otetsu, when he first showed up and he had the sword and the little jelly or whatever, and he worked all of them, it literally killed them. Pretty sure they died.
Damn.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I just switched your 1 and 2.
So those are good. Those are good moments. I mean, like you said, Cour 2, you know it's top moments. So it's like, come on. I'd even say like Renji's new Bankai was pretty cool. I'd probably definitely be top 5 for me.
Yeah. I mean, the whole... That's probably one of the best animated parts of Cour 2, actually. So, that completely...
Also against like I think with Little Johnny, I think that whole thing was so good. Just seeing
Little Johnny.
Every time you fucking just slash Little Johnny into 2, it was just like, oh my god.
That was funny.
So that was good.
Also, that had its own build up because Renji kept taking L's throughout the whole series.
He finally got his W, man.
So,
against an opponent that
to
took
each their
down
own, though.
2 captains, 2.
Yeah, he wasn't to be played with.
Yeah,
he basically killed himself actually, but he was still gonna get worked because. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, someone that was like really strong. Finally seen Renji get that dub. Obviously, a good moment. Let us know.
Let us know your top 3.
Your top 3 for sure.
Let us know why. Obviously, to each their own and to each their favorite character.
Yeah. Do you agree with us? Who would you put above Rukia or Kenpachi? What do you
even
think?
had Ichigo showing up, main character,
and the drip. You know,
working
he's
them,
coming drippy, bro.
hitting them with the I forgot the name of the move.
Dodge.
Getsuka Jujitsu.
Yeah.
Jujitsu.
Jinjo. We'll know next season.
We only heard it once.
But no, that was also clean when he sends it at her and she's like, "Ha, you think that could dodge?"
Like that moment was clean.
That was
it literally worked them like nothing. Like AMC should.
There
was moments in there, obviously.
Yeah, but I do think there was those heights of like, Rukia, Kenpachi, Squad Zero.
Those are definitely tough.
something that had been hyped up for a long time. Not even a long time. I don't think we really knew about. Well, Squad Zero was like hinted at back in like the Visor flashback arc, whenever we were like learning about the Visors. So it's still like something that was like, who is this? Who are these? These are the people at the top of like the Soul Reapers. So
I think it's crazy that even y'all didn't even know all that fight was gonna happen, because I'm pretty sure they said most of it is anime only.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a treat to y'all that have been fans for like 10 plus years, whatever. So it's like that has to be y'all's top.
Yeah. I think
there's no way it's not, because it literally treated us.
I think it's cool being a manga reader and like getting this 1,000 Year Blood War, because it's like we keep saying, you get all this new canon content because he's doing it. He's adding it. I can't remember his name right now. Kubo is adding. He's like overseeing it, and then plus like if you want that stuff that's being left out, you can just go back to the manga and check it out. But like you said, it's like a treat.
It's like a puzzle.
Even though you've known the story to be ended for 10 plus years now, there's still stuff you can watch and be like, this is new stuff that is canon.
This makes so much sense now.
Yeah, which I think
we're
is
gonna be
the
lost,
best part.
but it's good for y'all.
For sure. For sure.
But that's why y'all are here. Let us know.
Yeah. We get to like overall thoughts again.
Cour 2
overall. I'll go first.
Good.
Like I said, I think Cour 2, like I said, I would put personally. I think I would still put Cour 1 above it by a little bit. Like if I it would be like Cour 2, Cour 1. And kind of like the same with like our animation. Like it's here. Again, like I said, I just like the storytelling more in Cour 1, even though because I'm more of like I want to like emotion. I get emotional when I watch stuff. But again, I do like fights, and the fights in Cour 2 were crazy. I would say my only problem with Cour 2, we did talk a little bit about this, was the pacing of Cour 2. I feel like stuff wasn't given enough time to breathe. In my opinion, like I said, I do feel like I went back and I said it in the video after the Kenpachi fight. Like that was a way longer fight. I actually went and read the Kenpachi fight, and I do wish it was in there. But we did get some other information, and the information that was left out, I can always just go look. But then again, I wish it was animated. But not even just that. I feel like none of the fights we saw really got time. Again, it is if it wasn't back to being a seasonal anime, or didn't turn into seasonal, I think we could get those fights. Because obviously, like, I don't know, I do miss those like longer fights. A fight's not just being one episode.
Because back then you had OG Bleach.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You had like one fight that would literally start an episode, span the whole episode, go into like almost the whole other episode, then at the end, the next match would start.
Yeah, I just feel like I was given no time to not care about the fights, but to really be invested in the fights that much. And again, like I said, I want to preface it with I loved Cour 2. I think Bleach is amazing. I think it's great. But I do wish they were given a little more time and maybe a couple more episodes to be able to have stretched out a bit of this and give us some more just time with like the Quincy's and the Soul Reapers like fighting. I do wish there was some more like not context, but like, and again, like I said, I'm not gonna blame the animators or the studio. They were obviously on a time constraint, and they picked what they think should go in. I still think the final product was good, but because it doesn't ruin it. My only problem would be pacing, but it doesn't ruin the season for me. I had great moments, build up from past seasons. I think if I had to give it a grade, I had to give Cour 2 a grade. If our top is S, I think I would definitely give it an A+. I think Cour 1 would be an S for me.
Going off of that, I think pacing, like it was explained a few seconds ago, obviously we want more episodes. We want stuff to be filled out more, especially like we don't have it like y'all are manga readers, so if they do leave stuff out for y'all that y'all really wanted to see and it gets cut short, that's why we like getting the information, because it fills out some stuff for us. But I don't think the pacing was, I don't think it took from what the season was for me. I think going fight to fight, obviously everybody's gonna wish for more episodes.
Yeah.
For the fights to be longer and stuff like that. But like, I'm fine with what I got. I mean, I think it was really good. I honestly can't. You already heard us compare it a little bit to Cour 1. Two different things.
Yeah.
But the emotion is always better. So it's like he said, I would put Cour 2 a little under Cour 1. Probably the same thing, actually, like A plus. If Cour 1 was an S, potentially, yeah. But that's just like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we didn't like Cour 2. We're gonna keep saying it so y'all know we loved Cour 2.
I know we love Cour 2.
Yeah, Cour 2 was great.
We said it enough.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man.
I can't get over Cour 1's.
So beautiful.
I can't get over Cour 1's shot of. I always think about that shot of Ichigo coming out of that Quincy cage he was in, and like the camera was like his eyesight.
Shaking.
He saw that Quincy up, and then Quincy was like, "I'm about to destroy you," and he just saw like that one research and development guy that we've known for a long time. I can't remember his name. Like fall to the ground. And then he just like goes and blasts that Quincy out of the way. He goes, sees Byakuya.
Sonito.
Yeah.
The movement of the hollows.
Oh yeah. It's so
the rain.
That whole episode.
Ichigo Kurosaki, Bleach Save the Soul Society.
Episode 7 of
That's great.
1000 Year Blood War was insane. You watch, he was like, "Are you the one that destroyed the Soul Society?" Yes. Just wow. It just like he exploded.
Which I'm gonna say again because we know the characters so much more better than even the Soul Society people. We know our core, which I feel like we're gonna get more of them.
Yeah.
In Cour 3
For sure.
Which is crazy. If we have Cour 1 at S, Cour 2 A plus, Cour 3 should be easily S because we're gonna get more Ichigo. Number 1, Ishida, everybody, or Hime, Chad. What's his name? Zeppa?
This is Ganju?
Yeah, Ganju.
Ganju, yeah. Bro,
Yorichi, Urahara. We're gonna get like, there's so many more like Shunsui.
Shunsui, man.
There's so much more to like be had that like, I'll be honest, most of the, not good characters, but like my favorites are probably gonna pop off in this next part rather than this part.
Yeah.
I love Kenpachi. Is he in my top 3? I don't know. For guys, I don't know. It's so hard with Bleach because they have so many good characters. But like, it was crazy. So I'm excited for Cour 3, man, and we're just gonna be eating good as Bleach fans. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, 100%. So, I think my excitement, and I really want to see what they do with it because it might go back to, and I really hope the content we get filled with it is good because I think it'll go back and I'll be okay with like maybe the pacing of Cour 2 is. We'll get into it in a bit when we go through some of y'all's comments that y'all left for us. But y'all said that there's still like there's so many. There's like almost like 30 chapters. There's specifically is in there, but there's multiple chapters that are gonna need to be filled. That like because Cour 2 and 1 filled a certain amount, but there's only this amount of chapters left, so we're gonna have a bunch of leftover time for what the cores will give us. So I hope there's gonna be a lot more like new stuff that like will fill in for that. That might have missed before Cour 2, but that's gonna make it better, hopefully. So
y'all know we love Bleach. There's no denying that. But 100%. Like Cour 1 just took the cake for us.
Cour 1.
The build up, the emotion, the characters that were like main characters in that core. It's just better than Cour 2. Cour 2 was amazing though.
Yeah, for sure.
But expectations, Cour 3, since we're talking about that.
We'll go into Cour 3 now, expectations.
It's probably gonna be the best core.
The collide? The collusion?
The
conflict. I can agree. You just said it. I think it might be. I think it should be better than 2 and 1. Because, I mean, it's all, like, converging on this point.
The conflict.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, we got our separated. Our separation. Our separated, and now everyone's gay. And I love when anime does this. To where we have all these different storylines going at different places, but they're all going to converge at this one point. Kind of like how everyone was in different places, but everyone converged on Karakura Town. And, like, that's where it went down. You know,
we're getting to it.
I love it. Everyone's going up to the Royal Palace. I'm just so excited. Because we know, because it's just like, it's Senjumaru. She's great. She's amazing, but
They're not getting out of this.
we know at least Ishida and Hoshwald have to get out of that Bankai, and even maybe Askin
potentially
will get out of the Bankai. So
I predicted like only 2 of the Royal Guards to die, like 1 or 2. Because like I feel like if you have all of them die, are you just gonna have everybody jumping your watch at the end? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I feel like at least like 1 or 2 besides Ryu and Jugram survive. Maybe. Obviously, we don't know.
I mean, if you watch his ability is as broken as
I think he's just like
you
whooping everybody.
might have to jump.
I mean, you had that with Aizen.
Yeah.
Like they tried to jump Aizen, and he literally worked all of them.
I
was
honestly,
like, is it gonna be a repeat?
I don't see how your ability is more broken than Aizen's ability, because like I don't know, because y'all keep telling us your watch's ability is broken, but how do you get more broken than Aizen? And yeah, we talk about it. I shit on Aizen a lot. I'm not a big Aizen guy, but you have to admit he's strong and he has a sane ability. So it's like,
Just a Sheik guy.
who is this guy? But I think it will make sense. Again, I'll get into it more later, but your watch is the father. The Soul King is your watch's father.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to. I mean, you'd have to be strong, you know. So it's like you might have to jump him. But I don't know. I can't remember. Is Bleach someone that do they respect ones? I can't remember. If we're gonna, they respect ones. Yeah, they do respect ones. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of JJK lately. But yeah,
Ain't a fight without a 2v1.
I don't know. So what expectations? I expect it to be obviously high expectations. Nothing.
I'm shooting S. Nothing below S. Especially since I love the animators, love the whole team that's producing this for us to watch. They're taking their time with this, I'm pretty sure, because they had those issues. They're cleaning up the end, how they wanted it to be done.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with a bang.
Have to.
Instantly, because Quasiro has to lose. They have to.
Your watch is
Your watch has to come back.
Yeah.
Black Ant. He has to come back. He has to beat Osho. What's his name?
Dude, I don't want to say his real name.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my mouth.
Ishibe.
We're wearing black. We're screwed.
But yeah, no, for sure. It's gonna start off like insane. I don't think this is gonna be a slow episode.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be stupid.
Yeah. But for
the conflict is gonna be like, it has to be like either the main fight or a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I honestly think we end Cour 3, maybe even the last 2 episodes, with us finally. I don't think we get at Ichigo versus Yawatch yet. I think we'll maybe.
It literally has them arriving at the Soul
But
Palace.
I know, but I feel like, what do you feel Cour 4 with then?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel they don't know.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Cour 3 will have to towards the end
slow down,
because I feel like we still are gonna need to get like this whole, because obviously like I guess we get into like our theories.
I was gonna say, for y'all manga readers, do y'all think, no spoilers, we don't like spoilers, do y'all think it's going to fill, like, is Cour 3 gonna be like a filler arc? Not really filler, but like clearing most of the things we're missing up? Then Cour 4 is gonna be the ending? Or do y'all think it's gonna like fill in a little bit, get into the main action, then cut off and have us wait for the last
I hope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You hope it's that way?
Well,
I hope it's that way. I'd rather prefer it that way.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck though, waiting for the Cour 4 though.
It's probably gonna be like, if we say we get it around the same time as we did this year, because it's just 2024. That's what it said, right?
Yeah. For sure, be summer, probably.
We're gonna have to wait for 2025, and that sounds like it's so far away. I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of story that's filled out with, again, theories for Cour 3.
Cour 3 theories?
Like, because that's kind of what I'm gonna get into. Because I feel like what might fill out a lot of it is, I feel like the conflict could maybe mean 2 things. The conflict between like all the fighting we're about to get, but also like Ishida maybe having a conflict, because now we're finally gonna get his friends going up there, and that's maybe the conflict that's like being all poetic. The conflict that's like inside Ishida.
Well, Bleach, you could definitely have like inner conflicts.
Yeah,
definitely, and then not even inner conflicts, but like not physical conflicts, but you still have like mental conflicts with people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like the ideals of Osho.
Yeah.
And you watch, like, they're different.
For sure.
That's a conflict. You know, like, I don't know.
I think it can mean a lot of things, but I do think a lot of it will be there could because again we've talked about it. We don't think Isha is fully on the Quincy side.
Yeah, we never thought that.
So I feel like if it's gonna happen, I feel like his betrayal of the Quincy's, or if we're wrong and he really is on the Quincy side,
I feel like they could go that way, like he really is, but then he's gonna switch. In
Cour 4. Or you think it wasn't his original plan to like
switch.
Betray them, but then like he stays with them, and then
I could see that happening either way. Like he could be undercover, or he can like actually be with the Quincy's.
Yeah.
And then switch.
Because Ishida is smart, and I feel like if he did plan it, I think whatever happens with him whenever he makes that move, I think it'll take 2, maybe 3 episodes to like cover kind of like his. We might even get like a backstory of like just him, like of like his whole thoughts, what he decided, like after he read the book, how to him talking to Hoshwald and like because even though we feel like we got so much Ishida here, I still feel like we don't know anything about like his journey with like the Quincy's.
Yeah, we don't know his like motives.
Definitely not. I feel like we would need at least an episode.
Wait, his dad, both dads, at the end. What was it at the end? Were they shown when they like quaked when she did her bankai? I think it showed both of them looking out the window, but like they look like they don't know what's going on. So are they gonna join the fight? I don't know. Is he gonna like go over there and try to talk to Ishida?
I feel like the dad, because the dad doesn't want anything to do with it, like his main dad.
Yeah. You think he just stays out of it? That's his son.
I know.
That's my boy.
My son. I don't think we see him. I think we'll see him after the fact.
That's tough.
But I don't think.
Hey, where were you at?
I don't think. Not that I don't think he's important.
Really go to milk.
I don't think. I think his friend Ichigo or Hime, especially Orihime, kind of, because I feel like obviously he's always had like that soft spot for Orihime.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't
like
think
the whole squad does.
No, for sure. But I don't think she's gonna like be the soul. Obviously, it's probably gonna be Ichigo. But
the friends were definitely. I forgot the name of that episode, but it was definitely weighing on his mind whenever he went up with him, and he was like, this is gonna be like eternal, right? And he was like, yes. And they went up to the Soul Palace. That was definitely weighing on him. You might not be able to see it because that motherfucker is cold. But it is in there. It has to be.
I don't know. I do think that's like my theory. I think we do get Ishida this season of like them interacting more. We're gonna get, like you said, Squad Zero is gonna get defeated. I mean, because I don't know if like I assume like Senjimaro could probably revive the rest of the squad because as of now technically they're dead.
Probably.
The other 3 are dead.
I mean, she's not gonna get the chance though.
Do you think?
To be honest.
Do you think they kill? I guess.
How did they get out of this? Like we said in the video, she didn't really kill any of them. I honestly don't even know what happens. Y'all even say y'all don't know what happened, but it looked like they can like intertwine their fate and like threads or something.
You probably saw it when you rewatched it. I saw it. I actually did check it out the other day. Yeah, they're like silhouettes, like on the curtains.
That's what I say. It didn't make sense because their bodies were over there, like frozen or whatever. But they ended up like their silhouettes ended up on the thing. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Or is that like their soul?
I assume. I mean, I don't know. Like, we can't even get an explanation because we don't know how it looks.
Well, we wouldn't want it anyway.
But in the trailer, we do see Ishida like he's out of it. He's like shooting an arrow inside that bankai.
Do you think he gets out with shooting an arrow though? Maybe his ability, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, but like at the end of the day, Senjimaro probably dies, I guess, before she's able to kill him. I didn't even think about that she would die before she was able to.
Which should be the last one.
If so, that does suck. It does suck how.
Like they said, a glass cannon. It's like.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But so
they need to like teleport off world so they can all just go ham. And I'd pay to see that.
that would be stupid. That'd be horrible.
They could like destroy worlds and shit.
They definitely could.
That's what I'm saying.
An earthquake, they weren't even in the real world, and they were shaking the real world.
There's one bonk.
That's one bonk. Okay, so I would say Squad Zero probably dies. Okay, so in the trailer it did show Black Ant. I guess now you'll watch, with his new. He has like two like, I don't know, two eyeballs. He has one eyeball, but two of the like retinas. I don't know what they're called.
Need to get
in each.
those.
So I assume that has something to do with his crazy ability. And so obviously I guess Ichibei is also gonna die, but it seems like Ichibei seems so strong, so incredibly strong. But
That's crazy. What if?
but he has to lose. He has to lose because I don't think the final fight is Ichibei fighting with Ichigo. I think
No.
Ichibei will die.
Yeah, definitely. He was 3 feet from the seal. My thing, he literally just triggered a thing for me though. So what if? Because we theorize you watch his abilities. He guessed that Ichibei was gonna die there. So what if he can like?
See the future.
Yeah, that would be insane.
I don't know.
But is that like super broken?
I don't
Yeah.
think that's super because you can be. Cause we've seen Future Sight.
But like, what if it's like crazy though? But like, then he didn't have the eyes, so that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
But to further confirm, don't confirm it if it's right. Don't confirm it if it's wrong.
These are theories.
We don't want spoilers. But didn't he say I could see? He said something about seeing something. I guess that's how he had it when he had his eyes, but he took it away
When
He
they're
was
at the
like, "Let me
table?
show you."
Or
It's
not?
something with sight. It has to be right because
Obviously the eyeballs, but then again, like
He called it though.
in like Naruto,
but he didn't
like,
have his eyes in it.
in Naruto, like the eyes gives you a freaking 20-foot tall like monster, but I doubt it's that.
You don't think it's future sight?
I think you can play. I think that's how you make someone broken. Honestly, is give them
So
like
I can
future
see
sight.
what's about to happen.
Yeah, but I don't think it has to
I
be
mean, you
something.
could compare that with eyes.
Could it be
Like everything's fake.
Could it
No,
be?
I could see that before that happened. No.
Could it be that he can maybe
That's funny.
take away someone's abilities? Like maybe if he
Like cancel?
if he like looks at you, he can like take away your powers or like.
Is that what?
Yeah, maybe like I think it has to. You said it has to do with sight. It has to do. I feel like
It has, because he was like, I can see through you, or I can't see through. It was some comment that said that. We'll get to it.
it might be. It might be. Okay, so what you think about? I remember this because I thought it was so weird in the trailer for Cour 3. There's at the very end of the trailer. We might put a shot up of it here, where there's a bunch of eyeballs that are just
Oh, at the end.
all over the screen. I wonder if that, and I think originally I thought it had something to do with Ukitake's. I think I'm saying that right. His ability that was kind of shown because it was shown I think right after it. But
You're right.
there's like this little shadowy blob that almost just looks like just a blob, and it's just like a bunch of eyeballs on it. So I wonder if like again it furthers like I think it has to do something with like
Sight.
maybe he'll sight. Maybe he'll like end up having this move that he can like. I don't know, conjure a bunch of eyeballs so you can't leave his sight or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
It has to be.
Canceling abilities, that's what I think. Because if you just take away someone's power, then that's broken. Because you could look at Aizen and take away his Shikai's ability.
Is that the Verizon
or...
though? The Bleach has a broken ass powers. You literally. What the heck was that?
I was riding on a horse.
Osho, Ichibei.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Nah, he had his power, his whole thing, which is also in the comments. Eventually, we'll get to it. Was like taking names away, rewriting stuff. That's broken in itself. You know, like
Yeah.
it has to be something broken. Y'all said it's one of the most broken powers in the anime. Some of y'all said
Because if we assume Aizen is gonna fight him, maybe
that's another thing.
Then it's like-
that needs to be addressed.
then it has to be more broken than Aizen's ability. I feel like.
You think he's gonna fight Aizen, or Aizen gonna get out and he's gonna fight something? Cause y'all are all in the comments saying Chair-sama,
Chair-sama.
y'all wait. And then they're not gonna show him for no reason, right? In
Yeah.
the first Cour, they showed him for something. In Cour 2, I think we said it in our hour-long special of how we kind of think he's gonna get out, or he's gonna be lit out, or he's gonna escape, or what's his name? He might even just go talk to him, Shunsui,
Yeah.
and ask him. any knowledge he knows, which I don't know if that's like, I don't know what knowledge he would know because Shansui's older than him, you know, so that really doesn't make sense. But like something's gonna happen.
I feel like he has to.
If he gets out, it's gonna be lit though, because I really fuck with that. I didn't at first. I did not at first because he was Hinamori, poor Hinamori, bro. That's the only thing.
I feel like we might, just like storytelling wise, we might get like a small Aizen Ichigo team up. I mean, if you think about it, they're the strongest. I do think obviously they're stronger than anybody.
Think Aizen would team up with us?
Because he had a chance to team up with Uyawatch if he wanted, but he said, "Nah, I'm gonna chill here in Cour 1."
But do you think even if they let him out, that he'll actually listen? You know, like,
I feel like Aizen's ego is big enough to be
he has his own mission.
Yeah, I feel like he's like, if someone else is, because he's gonna go take out. We technically don't know Uyawatch's plan, but we assume he's gonna he wants to destroy the royal palace, take out the Soul King.
He wants to destroy the royal palace, and I think he wants to save the Soul King.
He wants to save the Soul King?
He wants to use the Soul King for a different purpose than what he was. I think that whole Ichibe argument was about that.
Well, then Aizen would go against Uyawatch because he wants to kill the Soul King, doesn't he? Yeah. So I mean, I feel like he would.
He wants to be.
It'd be like we're teaming up just this once.
That'd be lit.
You got some chutzpah.
That is not Aizen. That is not Aizen at all.
I do think, but
that'd be crazy.
I don't think, obviously that would be insane. I'm not the biggest Aizen fan, but I do think it would be cool to see him fight in this new animation.
He's not a big Aizen fan. He's the number one Aizen hater, though.
I don't like Aizen, but you have to admit he's strong. He's strong as fuck.
He's cool.
I like the eye patch. Eye patch is clean. Am I the same eye patch? Am I tripping? Or am I thinking about Nick Fury? Nick Fury does have an eye patch. Anyways,
I'm pretty sure he does, because he had a. He was on the wall, right?
I think he
does. Or did he get sealed with an eye patch?
I think he got sealed with an eye patch. We'll check into it later. We want to know what Chair-sama's about also. I think he's coming. I want to see him.
It could be somebody totally different.
Chair-sama?
He's the only one that was in the chair, though. I don't remember if that's how the chair looked when he got sealed. They could just be talking about somebody else.
It could be.
Because I remember another comment we had said about the cube. We were saying, is that somebody... is that Yukio doing something? Like conjuring up something? Yeah. I think you said, was it somebody we haven't met yet or something like that? Something like that.
And one of us said we were close.
Yeah, one of us was close.
One of us was close.
Which I kind of like because, no spoiler, but like it's saying like, we're one of us is close. Yeah. So it's like, they might be somebody totally different. It might be somebody like that. Which could be an asset, you know? You could also fight in the final fight. Only one way to find out. Yeah. But we can't watch it now. So.
Yeah. And again, obviously we'll get Ichigo and the rest of the squad up there. I don't know about matchups. Because like I said, I don't think Ichigo's going straight to Uyawatch. So that's why I guess if Senjumaru does fail, then I guess we could probably see that squad. That squad versus... I mean, I'm saying if she fails... I'm thinking if she can at least kill all the other ones and we just get Ishida and Oswald and maybe ask
too easy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if she fails and doesn't and lets more out, I do think that'll be the matchup. Like Chad, because I want to see Chad get a W also. I can't imagine Chad losing. Shut up, Ichigo.
I'm be honest. I think we're in the end game now, and the opponents that we have in front of us, I don't think Chad's getting a dub.
Chad's getting a dub. He has
Chad kills your watch.
No,
it's like a duo with Chad and Ichigo.
No, it's probably gonna be like all of the royal guards from Free Watch get free, and Chad's like, go on, I'll handle all of these guys. And Rex.
Then he dies.
No, then he Rex.
He gets ripped in half. He gets comboed. He gets like.
And then that's when Ganju comes in. And he's like, I got you. No, but I do think we don't see big Uyawatch fight with that crew, but I do think they're gonna fight what's left over of what Squad Zero.
I'll be honest. I don't even think the Royal Guards even went 100%. I don't even think they went off. They had their Volston dig.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't see them struggle. If that makes sense. Like, they were getting worked. Like, they got worked. Multiple times.
Multiple times.
But like, I still don't think they're trying.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think Squad Zero was stronger. I do think, however, they end up getting out of Senjumaru's thing is because of Hoshwall and Ishida. I think if they didn't have them there,
because we don't know their abilities. That's one thing I was gonna say. We still don't know Drugram's like ability and how it works. We don't know anything about Ishida's ability and how it works. So if they might be able to get out with something.
Like I said, I do think the only reason they do get out is because those two are there with them. I think if they were there by themselves, I think they would lose to Senjumaru. What? Why do you look at me like that?
No, I just got a theory, bro.
Bro, look
What
like
do
you
you
look at me like, eat me. Okay, go ahead.
That's a raven, bro. I don't fucking...
No, you literally, I've never seen this man look at me like that. He actually looked like he just discovered how to get to freaking Mars. I don't know what that was.
No, okay, wait. Listen. So what if... Nah, this is stupid. No, this is stupid because it makes sense. Okay, look. What if your watch does have future sight?
Okay.
And he's seen that they were going to have to fight Shinjamaru in a Bankai, and you gave Ishida an ability to get them out. That would be crazy. That would be insane.
I still just don't think future sight. I guess if you pair future
But
sight.
like, how do they get out though? It has to be one of their abilities, and that's literally like what I was like. Hold on, that makes sense.
If you pair future sight with other things, I think it could be broken. I don't think future sight by itself could be broken.
What if it's like a level of it?
Well, then he's like, how far can he? Because that would have been a long time ago. He gave Ishida that power. It depends, like, how long ago could he even have? See, like that would be
but
like.
The reason why I said that makes sense.
But
what doesn't make sense is that he wouldn't have the eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was just about to say that he doesn't have the eyes. So how would he have the?
Unless he had them the whole time.
No, I think it got sealed.
It did. What if he was lying?
I don't.
He makes his eyes go back.
I don't think so. And again, I don't think he has any bit of future sight now. And we've been bringing it up, like, how would he know about where Ichibei is standing? But also, he looks genuinely surprised.
That makes sense.
He looks genuinely surprised that he got turned into Black Ant and is getting dropped to the freaking ground.
Dude has been chilling this whole time.
And he's not chilling right now. He's genuinely just used the Oshwallen.
But it's common sense that he's not gonna lose this fight.
I know,
So
but I don't think it's future sight. But I do think if it was, it definitely is one of their abilities that breaks him out of there. But I think it could have just be like...
It just makes sense, man. But he doesn't have the eyes. That's the only part that doesn't make sense.
Do all of the top Quincy's drink his blood? Because it could be that when he gave him his blood, maybe that gave Ishida some of your watch's like broken abilities, and maybe it like lets him out.
There was another comment that said whenever he threw the his Bankai thing out and teleported and got free, that it panned to Ishida.
That could be like
his ability. And if he's getting out of something, that proves my theory.
I think that's actually in one of the comments I have here, but I was like skimming them. I do think,
but he doesn't have the eyes. That's the only thing.
But I think it could be that like maybe Ishida has like a smaller version of that power. That could be because you think Ishida that was
smaller version of what?
Of whatever your watch's power could have been. I don't know if Hoshwall also got to drink the blood. Or
I'm pretty sure they all do whenever they get their ability. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You think so that comment probably thinking like Ishida's ability is like being able to
get out stuff
or just like switch places, kind of like Sasuke's like switch places. He can like if he sees an object somewhere he can switch places with it, or like he can do it to other people.
His Rinnegan?
That is his Rinnegan ability, but I don't know.
Camera died.
Had to change batteries, so we're back. We don't remember what we were talking about, but
no, there was a lot of talking. So
we're gonna go to the next section. We're gonna put some comments.
We didn't reply to the comments in our hour-long special because
yeah,
we're gonna wait.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We want to talk about them. We did talk about the comments we saw.
Obviously.
We read them. We had talked about them. We want to talk about some of the comments we saw here. I have one here by what's the frequent commenter. Yu Ching Chen 9851.
I started with that one too. Not that one.
No, that guy. Yeah, yeah. Appreciate your comment. Appreciate the love. We see you on the videos.
Always.
So we love all the Bleach comments. You're always there. But you commented about the Oshwallen. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but you did give us some I think good like information about kind of what the Ashwallen like kind of breaks down to and is. Ashwallen is the holy selection. Your watcher is able to start when he thinks it's necessary. The holy selection took away the power in the life of all the Quincy he sees unnecessary and redistributes the power and life to those he sees as necessary, or just to take it for himself. And it says the Ashwallen has a very powerful effect. Even if you dodge the light, it can still strip you of most of your power, and most Quincy's will take everything to the degree that only has the bone left. And it kind of goes into like it's on screen. You'll read it, but I do think it's something I think we should talk about. I don't think we talked about it in our finale. That we do see like Basby's still up, Gigi, and I can't remember the other one, Glutton, whatever the Glutton Fed murder. You know,
two of the Bambietas got hit. Candace.
Yeah. Well, I think the last two Fed murders are the only two left, right? Because they said Glutton said she killed the other one because not love.
She didn't kill her. Because she was alive walking with Candace. She said I took care of her. Which kind of I was like, I don't know, because like I thought she said she took it, like she killed her.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I do remember that scene of her walking.
They were walking, yeah.
But I do wonder, like, are they? I really want to see what they do if they actually do have any more, because they're mad at you. Watch, they're mad at them. So I do wonder, like, that's something we didn't talk about in like our theories.
It's also we didn't even cut back to the Soul Society, because your watch only did it for a certain time, and then he used it, and then that was it. Yeah. So I wonder if you survived while that was it. You survived, you know. So like we haven't cut back. We don't know.
I would like to see like an eventual.
Gigi dead, definitely.
I'm just saying I would like to see like. Because you said it strips them of most of their power. I wonder if they still have some instance of their power left. Because obviously, like, we like Basby. Basby's cool.
Basby's clean.
So I want to see if they go up and end up maybe defying your watch, or maybe they have to fight Hoshwalt. I think that's kind of something cool that they might get into. But I'm interested because
they turn. That'd be wild.
Fight as team up with the Soul Reapers. I don't know. It could happen. But that's something I'm excited.
But for 3 people, potential people could be more.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I think it'd be clean.
Then, if anything, if that happens, then you just Ashwallen it again and finish them.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I really want to see where they go, because they were obviously really loyal to that cause, and now we see that they're like pissed at your watch. So I want to see kind of what happens to a Quincy that actually, not technically defies.
Basby got hit.
Upset. Yeah, but he's still good though, right?
He was yelling. Motherfucker mad.
But yeah, appreciate your comment. We're about to get into another one of your comments right now.
Same commenter. Always appreciate the love. Basically, he was just telling us how Senju Mars Bankai, nobody can really give an explanation unless we ask Kubo himself. But yeah, like how Squad Zero was done dirty, and due to the fact that Kubo was rushed because of his health, they wanted him to hurry up the story. But it says, as far as we can see, it seems Senju Mars Bankai could trap people in different spaces and kill them with different methods. Even the Royal Guards are unable to fight back against it, and after everything they've done, they will be sealed in her cloth. As a manga reader, the last 2 episodes really shocked me due to there being so much stuff I never imagined we could get the chance to see. And Jack Witt 7430 also said that it seems like it allows her to manipulate space and close by her Bankai with her cloth work, literally weaving and sealing victims' fates with it. Which is crazy. It's literally a domain expansion. It's like,
actually.
Like, I don't see how they get out of this. We threw our theories out. They get out of it somehow. But it's just like, it's crazy to think about just because how broken that is.
Yeah.
Bleach has broken abilities, so it's like, I don't know.
And Senjumaru is such like, she already like has that, her ability is more of kind of like that type. I feel like that her Bankai would be that. I really wonder what could have been with some of the other Squad Zero's Bankai. Like, I feel like
all the Osaichis or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I feel like
blades and stuff.
One that like
one
that was more like attack centered. I wonder if like what his Bankai, because like their Bankais are crazy. But again, their Bankais are crazy, but they're gonna get out of Senjumaru's.
Also, I want to know if y'all don't even know about her Bankai. Do y'all know anything about the other 3? If they had, or obviously they had some, but like, has Kubo ever like released anything official on like what their bankais would be? Because that would be cool to know. That would be cool information outside of the anime manga that he would add on. That would be dope because we could see how it went. We could see if Shinjumaru was relatively the best to take down the Royal Guards.
Yeah, it might have been.
Because he did deem her to do it.
Maybe best in that situation to take out multiple people.
That's why Otetsu was like, you'll be the one to do it.
Yeah, like most manga. Actually, I'm not sure if Bleach does it because I read Bleach. I read some Bleach, like the Kenpachi fight when I read it over on the app Shonen Jump. But some volumes they have like the between chapters they'll have like the author notes and they'll like throw in like fun facts about the characters. I could see like maybe that happening with like Squad Zero. Like if he ever like said like if Otetsu was the one instead of Sejimaro, his bankai would have been. Let us know, because I know those aren't really spoilers, because those are really just kind of like fun facts.
He also said to Shinjumaru, don't overdo it. So she's not even going all out, which is also crazy.
She overdid it. I mean, maybe she should have overdid it. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, obviously, we're not manga readers. No spoilers. I do have books 1 through 40, though. And then, obviously, Best Girl cover. Yeah. But I'm not going to read until we're done.
Yeah, like I said, I'll read what y'all tell us was left out. Sometimes I'll go and like see what was left out. But yeah, I think we would really like to know if it was ever what the other ones could have been.
That'd be dope information.
They're strong. Noobus Void, appreciate your comment. I've seen you on some the Bleach videos.
Got one of them too.
Yeah, appreciate the comments. I said, even don't ever be afraid because we'll like open them and it'll be like a college essay written to us. and we
read it.
So. Yeah, don't worry. Like we will go through and read it, and we do like I said, we talk about these comments outside of the videos and stuff. But you left a pretty big comment. I won't hit all of it, but if anybody wants to read the comment, yeah, it's there. But there's some. I know I think it's like episode 11 maybe. Whenever they showed the talk between Ichibei and your watch, there were some questions. You did clarify some of those, so I appreciate you. We said like I wonder when this takes place. If it was, before like the Quincy had a conflict with the Soul Reapers, and you did say that the negotiation took place before any war started, so it was at least 1,000 years ago. And then about like they called him Osho because if you say his name is dangerous and it would leave you without a voice. So I wonder why your watch is. I know because he keeps saying his name, but like that hasn't happened to him though. I mean,
I think it's just because of his Shikai. I think that's his Shikai. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Bankai. I'm pretty sure it was a Shikai when he released, right? Painted black.
Yeah.
I think it's just because he doesn't like people saying his name, so he could just.
Yeah, okay, but I guess he doesn't. But didn't he take your watch's voice away at some point or no?
Yeah.
He did do that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't like people calling him by his name. It's probably like sacred.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So like, watch what you say. It's like the.
He keeps telling him he don't listen though. Yeah. And then you just clarify because that was a lot of confusion with that scene. And y'all did say it was exclusive to the anime. This entire opening sequence between Yawatch and Ichibei is exclusive to the anime. Some pretty important details. Ichibei seemingly using the left hand of the Soul King, and Yawatch can't use whatever his abilities are to see through the Soul King. Further, we now see who and how Yawatch abilities became confined. And basically saying that Yawatch absorbed the left hand, but in turn got his abilities sealed. Which, does that mean like Ichibei, I guess, was given the left hand of the Soul King? But even that, is the left hand of the Soul King like a physical thing? Because it's not like we saw Ichibei lose an arm or anything.
Yeah, I remember that comment, and I was thinking, because you know how like they stole bankais and it would like block their Volstan dig. I wonder if it's like something like that, because we don't know. That's just like putting two together. Like something with the Quincy's, if they have another ability for somebody else, it usually blocks their ability. Like that might be the deal. I don't know, obviously, but that is a good thing because like obviously he didn't get an actual arm. Like, he doesn't have a third arm. Or something.
Yeah, right.
But like it did block his ability, and we want to know. I actually was meaning to go rewatch that part too because I think he said, once you die, once your watch dies, right? We said it in the closing videos, but it wasn't confirmed, I don't think, by anybody, that is it when you watch dies he gets his eyes back, or is it when Ichibei dies he gets his eyes back?
Yeah, we did talk about
Like,
what
what
he
if
meant.
you watch dies and then he gets the black off him and he has his abilities back? I don't know.
Yeah, but
That was a good point though.
reading the comments, it reminded me because you said it earlier that because this one he also said with the added scene we get additional context as to what your watch's motives may be. He seems to be upset about how the three realms came about, and he claims that his father, the Soul King, has been put through humiliation. So that's something that actually really interests me is his relationship with the Soul King, because if the Soul King is mainly, I feel like, being protected by the Soul Reaper is more of like a Soul Reaper. It's like how is he the son? Does that mean, he was born from it, but then why are his abilities different?
The Soul King.
Why are his abilities different than the Soul Reapers, or were they not? Did something happen? Like why is he a Quincy if he's the son? Does the Soul King, does he have any siblings? Like,
did you remember the whole baby scene to start off Cour
Yeah.
2, I think? Like they put your watch up.
yeah.
It's like, does that have anything to do with it? Do y'all know the backstory? You can let us know if y'all know. We just can't tell us. But like, that is interesting. Obviously, you get a little insight into why he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like specified like how he's getting put through humiliation. Is it just because he's not the one running it, or is it just because the fact? Or do you have another thing on it?
No. I was just like, the Soul King. You're talking about how like the Soul King is just kind of like a puppet.
Yeah. And he wants to like free him.
Yeah. But then like I feel like because it's not like a father. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh, your watch has this great relationship with his father or anything. But like, so I wonder why he cares so much about it. I mean, obviously that could be like that's my father, but like, I feel like I don't know. Do we technically think like Squad Zero might be bad or not bad, but like, or I don't know. It's confusing, and it's like it's something that I'm really interested to find out more about your watch's backstory, because we keep seeing, like you said, that baby scene of like, kind of like him being worshipped and like him being the end all be all. And I my next comment will get more into it. That's why I was gonna talk about it, but like I'm really interested in that and to see that. So appreciate the comment, Anubis. I think we might get into another one years later. But
we got 3 more. Blingoholic, fellow Bambietta waifu person. Shout out comment. Great reaction. Talents forever. Appreciate you. It's kind of a funny comment, but it has some stuff in here. Basically saying how the last 3 episodes, they didn't even know what was going on. Manga readers, the flashback with Ichibei and your watchers knew, like he said. Adding the motive for your watch, the Squad Zero versus the Elite Skirmishers or whatever. All of that's new, and then like the ending was like tragic because it left you with like, oh, like shit, like basically. But then this is the funny part of it. Obviously, you get sick sometimes, you can't talk. He said maybe one of these days we can get Andrew to mime react for us. He said if he's sick again, he said 20 minutes of him just Mr. Miming his reactions.
No, that was genuinely
that'd be funny.
When we couldn't record an episode because I literally couldn't speak. I was literally gonna say like, because it wasn't contagious. It was just I couldn't speak. I was gonna say like, hey, we can record, and I'll sit there and like, or like I was genuinely thinking of like going to like Google Translate and like typing in what I wanted to say, and then like having it speak, because I wanted to put it out to you guys, but we decided to wait a week. So
basically that's all it. And they said they did Bambietta waifu dirty, and then told us to stay safe, healthy, so we're ready for Cour 3. That's to everybody, not just us. But yeah, that's it. Just can't wait. Cour 3 is gonna be insane when the time comes. This is the good part. You'll be using that phrase like you guys did in the past once again. That kind of makes me think Bankai.
MC vibes.
MC vibes.
MC
I'm
vibes.
thinking Ichigo might pull out a new Bankai. Has to, right?
He has news in
Has
pocket
to.
though.
That's what
He's
I'm
gonna like freaking.
Y'all might if he Bankais and y'all are here for the reaction, remember this, because I'll probably yell it with him. So cover your ears or take your earbuds out or something, because the mic is gonna go.
Oh, for sure. But Ichigo's new Bankai. Now we've had to almost wait. We're have to wait 2 years from it. Like we end of Cour 1, we kind of saw Zuza Pakuto. Now it's gonna be 2024. and it's like we might finally see it
because we don't know
if he's gonna use it. So yeah, it's exciting stuff for sure.
Technically, would that be his Shikai, the 2 swords? Because remember his first, that was his Shikai, right?
I feel like
would he already be in his Shikai?
If it's not spoilers, clarify, because I don't know. Because I do think just his big one was a Shikai, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So
like
because we don't think he even has a normal one, right? Yeah. So that could just be his base, yeah. Then the Bankai. That makes sense.
No spoilers, but it makes sense.
Yeah. Next one from Ryan Shearer. Ryan's here. 9110. It's right there. Appreciate the comment. Appreciate the love. Last comment. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the comment.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe. Just to break down a couple things you guys didn't seem sure of. Yeah, the flashback you're watching Ichibei had one of the Soul King's arms. So Ichibei had one of the Soul King's arms in his possession, and you watch try to take it from him during the process. Ichibei let him take it, but the act of taking it sealed Watch's eyes for some reason. Like again, saying this is anime only, so it is new information. So I think it's pretty cool that it seems like a big scene. I feel like it seems like a scene that should have been in the manga.
Yeah, that like even us, we don't know, but it's probably gonna get called back.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that
it's new.
Yeah. This one says also yes, the Soul King is Watch's father. That is why the blood vein appeared on the arm, which we did see that appear when he like grabbed him, but then we also saw it reappear. I think when he was fighting Ichibei, I think he grabbed him.
Yeah, he said you made a fault or something. Because we don't know the entirety of Blood Vein. It's supposed to be a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So we've been told. But he tried to like force it upon Ichibei, but he like flexed it back and he like canceled it.
Yeah. So I really wonder what that would do, because it seems like an ability that maybe at the lower level it's defensive, but if you like master it, maybe it's able to do something like crazy. Yeah, that was that one. And then this one is talking about Squad Zero. The problem with the Zero Division is in their power level. What is the point in being that strong if the 3 of your comrades have to kill themselves so you can safely use your sword? Like you said, very glass cannon, which it is, which I think is that's the downside. I wonder if, like I said, they do it.
You can't use all of them though. It's like
if they do it, can you revive them, or is this like the first time I doubt it's the first time they've done it. But it's
we
like,
didn't plan this great.
But it's also like when would you use? Because they obviously don't fight that much.
It's funny if you just look at it for what it is, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like it sucks though. It's because like if literally they had at least 2 of them use it, the world probably would have exploded. I don't know. That's insane to me though. Like,
could they use their Shikais if they have Shikais without doing that? Or no, they had said they had to use their true sword.
Yeah.
Most of them didn't even use swords. They were just...
Yeah, I do think that's the crazy thing. They were just all like abilities.
2 of them used swords, technically.
And 80% of the Zero Division fight was the anime only. The bit where Otetsu gets shot through Hikofune's and Kyurenji's sword is basically the end of the manga. The next time you cut to the fight, the other 3 had already been off screen. Senjumaru's Bankai was never seen, so even manga readers don't know what actually does it. We keep bringing it up. I think that's crazy. That a whole Bankai, I think a whole Bankai getting put in, like something that was completely
that magnitude
is insane. I think that is great work on the team.
He had to be like super rushed for the end of that manga. It's like
and it sucks because I think that would have been a cool thing to be in the manga. I do like seeing manga and anime comparisons, but you know I think that's like insane that they did that. And this is the comment I was talking about earlier. In fact, going forward, things are going to be very interesting for manga readers. There are 78 chapters left to adapt, and the first 2 cours covered 129 chapters, which means there's around 38% of the runtime of the next 2 cours that need to be filled. So there is a chance of a lot of new content. And then this is also an enormous argument when it's over about what is canon now. I do think that it's hard because
would y'all say like anime canon and manga canon?
Well, it's weird.
I would take it for both
because I don't think
if it makes sense.
I think it would be. I should be like canon to the universe because Kubo. And I keep saying it, but if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Kubo is working with Periot on this.
He has a say so at least.
Yeah, and like he is having a lot of this input because like I think Naruto. There's a lot of the 4th Great Ninja War that is anime canon, and I'm not 100% sure if Kishimoto Kishimoto wrote that, like if he was working with them on that, or if it was kind of just stuff they put in. Because technically it could be not filler because it's in the Fourth Great Ninja War, but there was a lot of stuff that was filled in for the Fourth Great Ninja War. But I do think that differs from this because I think Kubo has a lot of say in it. But then again, that's just me. Again, appreciate the comment.
We don't know. We'll know eventually, probably. Q&A's with Kubo, I guess. I'm gonna ask him that question if he does interviews. Another one from Anubis Void. Basically saying Squad Zero's fights all brand new. Well noted for us that you watch is at least 1,000 years old in terms of age, and that Ichibei is even older than him, because obviously. And he said, imagine how old he is. Additionally, we know Ichibei existed before Shinigami. First Shinigami? Or things like Bankai were even made because he is the one who named them, because he does name things. So that's, go back to the broken ability. He can literally steal your Shikai, your Bankai, your sword, your actual name, your mouth.
That's insane. I think his
voice.
ability is... just to have Aizen's ability be broken, to have Ichibei's ability be broken, how is your Watch's ability going to be crazier than either of those? It's
We're going to mind blows, I guess.
It's insane.
The end scene with Jushiro and Shansui is set up for the next Cour, and without spoiling, you'll finally get information as to why Jushiro is both capable yet always so sickly. Which obviously we're here for. That's another thing, like Cour 2, the build up. He's always been sick throughout the whole series. So it's like, we're finally gonna get the reason. He might pop off, because he has an ability of some sort.
I think it'll be a pop off, a sacrifice pop off.
I can see that, definitely, because he was sick, so it's probably gonna kill him. Basically, the whole battle, says it again, was just skipped in the manga. It's a new anime. And then it says, further, we see Ichibei clearly doesn't respect or hold humans in high regard. He speaks as if they are below him. This is dope because we see that he and Yuwatch are practically complete opposites, yet are similar in that they are willing to go to any lengths to win. Ichibei operates in callous manner, caring only about the balance of the world. In contrast, Yuwatch is a being that is forced to feel the suffering of humanity, or at least those that return to him. Which that's always, you also brought that up. All the Quincy's that die, he gets like all of their memories, their remorse, like, all of it. You know, they all return back to him, which in turn is like drives him to like make that better for them. And that's another reason why he goes after, like, he wants to change how it is, and Ichibei's only the one that wants to like keep it how it is. Basically what the comment says. People are split on the cliffhanger. For some, it simply feels like an unfulfilling place to stop, whereas others argue if it works given the content that is being adapted.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be like a core memory for like our reactions of like whenever it cut. I remember just looking at each other like there is no way it just ended right there. Like that was.
I literally thought it was gonna end like with Ichibei dying or something.
I thought so. I thought it was gonna.
Because I was like, Yuwatch is about to come back. Yuwatch is about to come back. And I was like, what?
I thought we would at least get to see the end of that fight, but no. Like I said, and I'm not. Again, like I said, I'm not gonna be upset. I know they were on a time constraint. Stuff happened. Production. They wanted the production to be better. So again, I'm not gonna get mad about it. I'm not gonna be upset. But I do hope that the content we do get filled will make up for that. And again, love to see Cour. Love to see Cour all the time.
I mean, that's about it. If y'all love us talking about Bleach, whatever that was.
Yeah.
We could do different kind of talks.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, you'll probably have seen a post if you haven't. We never really had a full talk about OG Bleach. We could talk about OG Bleach.
Input thoughts, especially with our knowledge now, 1,000 Year Blood War, it makes it even better.
Yeah. So if y'all want to see that, let us know. Again, we had another section we couldn't get to, but we might be able to break it into other videos, like hypotheticals, more of like kind of like what ifs. Like
we're trying to make this video like not like too long,
but we've been here for a while.
Yeah, it's fine.
But again, like I said,
hopefully y'all watch it and you'll enjoy it.
We like talking Bleach, but we do have some like what if or like theories, not theories, but, hypotheticals we could go through about.
I mean, we could say them and leave y'all on a cliffhanger.
I mean, we wanted to talk about Aizen versus Squad Zero, how that would go.
If he would have actually got up there in the Soul Palace, how that fight would have went down. If we think Aizen would have won, if we think Squad Zero would have wiped I don't know.
Number 2, which is Hoshwall. I have it at number 2 here. Hoshwall versus Shunsui, because I think that's would be a hype fight, because I think they've been kind of pit together as what might be the fight.
Which hopefully they do fight, because I actually want to see that. Whenever he was there and he did the sword, that all clean. Cour 2.
If Hoshwall doesn't fight Shunsui, I would like to see Ishida fight Shunsui. That's one we had on here, just because I feel like Hoshwall was kind of like that number 2, and they were like, "Aren't you mad that Ishida's in this position?"
Yeah, I don't know if I said it in the video, but I think you brought that matchup up once, and then you brought it up again. But I was thinking, basically, what you said about the hair or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the just the fact that if Ishida does turn, he's gonna have to fight somebody on their side, and that's like probably the matchup that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
I would like to see that. And then the final one we have is Ichigo versus Ishida. Again, I think a lot of people thought it might have happened this season, and again, I think we've heard it. I can't remember if I saw this or it was a conversation I had that I don't think they've ended up fighting in the manga. They could. I'm not spoiled for it. But if they didn't fight in the manga and there's so much stuff we have to fill in, I would like to see a small scuffle between them. Because there was that one comment that said whenever Ishida shot him, it was able to
graze him and hurt him.
Yeah,
so they're on par.
So we would like to see that fight. So we would want to go in and talk about that. But again, those are just hypotheticals. If you'd like to see us talk about that, talk about OG Bleach, let us know. Again, we appreciate comments. No spoilers.
I mean, what if they go in and they're flying everywhere, everybody's getting matched up, everybody's moving around, and they do have a little scuffle, but then they switch? That'd be cool.
We'll see. I'm hoping. I would really like to see them fight.
Definitely.
But yeah, we hope y'all stay to the end. Again, we like to do more stuff like this. We like talking Bleach. We like talking anime. Like I said, we read every comment we get, and we talk about them.
Not even if we don't like them, it's most likely read. So we try to get back to all the comments. We try to give you feedback. We love y'all's feedback. So if you have any other video ideas you would like to see, if y'all want us to talk about any other anime,
we watch a lot of other anime.
MHA, any of the big ones, we should have watched them. Demon Slayer. We're down to do that because we are down to do more content than just reactions. So
yeah, let us know. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. Again, let us know your favorite Cour 2 moments. Don't let us know what you're expecting for Cour 3 because we don't want spoilers unless you're an anime only.
Yeah, if you're anime only, leave it down. We'll the butt heads.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay safe. See you in Cour 3.
Yeah, don't forget to like,
comments,
and subscribe.
Peace.